Alright, folks, welcome back to Nocturnal Illusion. We just recorded like half an hour and it failed. Like, we finished and then it's like, oh, by the way, we can't find it. So, yeah, screw you. God. And that went on forever, too. Basically, I did all the exploring, now we're gonna move here. And I'm going to go really quickly through this. We made a lot of jokes during that part. That was actually a really funny part, too. Oh, God.
The pains of being an LPer.
Mr. Zach. Basically, I don't even think we should read the dialogue. Basically, I am so sick of this. You can read the dialogue yourself, but I'm gonna basically just rush through it. Cause...
You're gonna spin in a circle again.
Good timing. You mean me? Yes, aren't you hungry? Well, now that you mention it. I was so involved in looking around the interesting place, I didn't bother to think about eating until the mistress mentioned dinner. And now she's going to say we have to wait, and then I complain, oh, but you just brought it up. Ah! And then you can also keep doing look, and it says you keep turning, so it's like we were spinning. Ha ha ha! I finally asked about the locked gate. There's no trick to opening it, there isn't a key. Jill, wait, don't open that door. I don't believe it. I tried everything to open the gate. When time comes, it opens, just like when I helped you, Mr. Zach. And now she's gonna talk about... Oh, no, wait. We have to wait for a while. Believe what you can see and touch? Yeah, I saw and touched you. Ha ha, that's so funny. Stupid Cam Studio. God. Oh, and yeah, she's thinking about charging us even though she kidnapped us. Yeah. Just imagine, make up your own jokes, and if they're really funny, they're probably the jokes we made here.
Exactly.
We were freaking hilarious during this bit. Now we have to ask about it's personal, and then we're like, but this isn't personal, this is why did you kidnap me and rape me? And then it's like, oh, you're like a vampire. Ha ha ha! And then, like, God, or a mother would do, that just seems out of place. By cool as ice. Yeah, she's a vampire, totally. Being far away from everything, it's impossible to call a doctor.
Jokes about how she raped us.
Yeah, there were a lot of those.
Pretty much every other sentence.
This ends up, like, failing to record again. I'm gonna be very pissed off. I'm hoping it's just because we went so long. Sorry if this is kind of a boring opening, but we really seriously did just go through, like, this took about 20 minutes before, and I'm not gonna go through it again. And this is just a stupid line. I can't... There's nothing else to say there, because that's not what we were doing. I don't see a need to be embarrassed of her. Yeah, that's not what she was doing, though. And blue film before me, it was impossible to tell, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's at points like this when you really realize how long-winded this game is. And this is where I made...
Time with Miwako.
This is the point where I made jokes about Miwako being scared of us because we're wearing a Klingon battle gauntlet and we're like a Lich King. And that was really funny, but again, you guys don't get to see it. Just imagine the greatest episode of a Let's Play ever. You guys got that in your head? Alright, that was what we did. And it's ruined.
People apparently eat when they feel like it, and Miwako apparently makes them eat their own dinner.
So, would you like to pimp any of your Let's Plays right now, Phoenix? Because we're not doing much else.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna try and record some LPs over the weekend since my parents are gone, so I can record whatever I want.
Well, wait, what do you mean, like, whatever you want? Like, your parents were here last week and we were recording porn, like...
Yeah, but they were asleep at the time.
Oh, so it's okay.
Yeah. There was no chances of coming in during the weirdness.
I do still think it would have been funny if your dad came in and started yelling at me in the middle of the Let's Play. That would have been fantastic.
And then you make her cry.
I took a deep breath, which doesn't make any sense. The look you were giving me made me lose my appetite. Disgust me! Aww.
And then she burst into tears.
Poor little pumpkin. Oy vey. This had better record this time. Also, I started singing Night Train to Mondo Fine here again. You know, running gags, haha. And I did a silly voice for this guy, and you'll get to hear it eventually, but this is basically where we ended up. Once we get into his room, that's when I'll start reading again. Yeah, and this really sounds like he's trying to get us to have sex with him, like if you actually read it. People have to do a lot of pausing in this video if they want to find out what's actually going on. Can we just go into your room, please? Wow, that sounded weird.
We shall do it boldly.
Well, actually, let's wait until we're drunk. Then I'll start reading again. Because it wasn't too much longer after we got drunk that the video ended. Haha, he's doing something in the corner. He's like masturbating or something. Ha! Alright.
He's gonna show us something neat.
Haha, he's gonna show us his penis. It's funny. Laugh! Wait, also there's a lot of English around here.
I show you.
John's hand only singing. Well, it's all set. More singing. Except for the party. By that he means booze. And it's like an old western saloon song. Haha, it's funny. It's in a good mood. Also, we quoted like an entire scene from The Princess Bride here. It's ridiculous. Because he pours us drinks, and I'm like, well, one of them has iocane powder, and blah, 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 blah. They're both filled with iocane powder. Sorry if you haven't actually watched The Princess Bride yet. Kind of ruined that scene for you. Who hasn't watched The Princess Bride yet?
I have. I even own it.
Yeah, I have it on VHS.
I got the DVD.
Hmm. Alcohol used as disinfectant. Yeah, this is going to end up with us being sent to the hospital, except we can't go to the hospital, so we're just going to die. Oh, will you shut up? I don't care. We went through this already. Instantly, I feel very hot. Oh, this is where I was disturbed. Because the last line was, suddenly I feel very hot, and it's followed immediately by, oh, you're terrific. A kissy sound, I guess? I don't know. After uttering joyfully, drinking the special cocktail. Fun drinking. Let's drink all night long. Also, heads started to swim. That's weird. Alright, now I'll start reading again. First we'll go through these. Alright. Face of red. No, shit, really. There's a glass full of juice containing Kusayama. Alright. Can you believe that that there's neither telephone nor television in this mansion? It seems this place is... We have no way to get in touch with the outside world. We know nothing about what's going on outside. It seems as though we are drifted on an uninhabited island. Japan. You know, you're a good sport, Phoenix, to still laugh at my jokes, even though you've heard them already. They weren't even that funny the first time. This mansion is very...
the illusion, you're ruining it.
This mansion is very unusual, isn't it? This mansion is very unusual, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little unusual, now that you mention it. What? Haven't you met them yet? I think I've met them already. They are all young women except us. Oh, no, sorry. It's not they are all young women except us. It's there are all young women except us. This mansion is like a harem. Ha 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 ha. You can choose any woman you like. Really? No, it's a lie. Don't get excited, man. You've never gotten laid, right? How dare you say that? Ha 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 ha. I'm not lying about the other guests. They're all young women, but none of them are lewd. Damn. Well, I have to make big effort, but I prefer it that way. I don't understand this guy. Can he speak English or not? Hey, let's not fight, but get to be friends together.
Thumbs up.
Not lying about the other guys. You think I'm lying, but I'm not. You little son of a bitch. Guess what my occupation is? I already made a guess in the previous video. It was spy.
Douchebag.
To me, the man in front of me is only a drunkard, but nothing else. At least you don't look like a construction worker. I hate construction workers! Fuck them! They're scum! I wish we could exterminate every single one of those stupid insect slime ball pieces of shit! But you're not a construction worker, so it's okay.
Well, hallelujah for that.
You're right.
Thanks, that was riveting.
I'm a computer programmer in business administration. I'm one of the most capable men in my company. It's a company I started myself. It's called Kusyama Inc. It has one employee, me.
He's a liar.
Kusyama said proudly. I get the biggest salary in the company.
Is that the only one there?
I don't know how I got into this situation.
What the hell is that icon?
I have no idea.
It's kind of like a half sun.
With his eyes staring at nowhere, Drunken... He's staring right at me, actually. Drunken Kusayama starts talking about himself. I think it was Friday after I finished my work. I went to a bar with some of my co-workers.
Shocking.
We went bar hopping and drank liquor like a fish. A fish that drinks liquor. A liquor fish, if you will. My colleagues left for home one after another. I insisted on going to another bar and started walking in another direction. After that, I don't have a clear memory because I was so drunk that I put my head into a bucket of vomit. Wait, what? And laid down on the road for a while. When I woke up, I was here. So, wait, you just found a bucket of vomit somewhere. Someone had left. Oh, bucket 2 vomit. I see now. That makes more sense. I'm like...
But he still put his whole head in there. Well, what kind of
yeah.
sense does that make? I just stuck the bucket on my head and then vomited. Oh, this still doesn't make sense.
You woke up and you were here?
Put
Yes.
vomit on your head?
I would give up food for drinking. I like booze, in case you haven't noticed. I have waken up at the door of my house, by the roadside, or in some jail before, but I've never had an experience like this before. Mr. Kusayama, where did you go for drinking? Right before I came here, I was in Shinjuku, Tokyo. Even when sober, it's impossible for a man to get so far out into the country by walking. That's true. Wait, where in the country were we? Like, if we're in the country directly outside Tokyo, then yeah, we could probably make it. Honestly. What's going on about?
Okay.
Felt like I was dreaming. The mistress of this mansion said something strange. God damn it! Wait, what?
That is something strange.
She said something strange. God damn it! Pissed off all of a sudden.
Say God damn it. That would be strange if she said God damn it. I can't imagine she would say something like
Why
that.
would you? Why did he just scream out God damn it? Like, I don't get that. I know nothing about you. Tell me how you came here. Kusayama leaned towards me. He stinks. I told him about my careers. My career. I have multiple. And how I became involved in a storm.
Careers.
You were nearly killed in a storm. I can't believe that. Kusayama stared at me in an unconstrained manner. You don't look that way. You look very tough with your Klingon battle gauntlet. You've recovered very fast. Maybe because of your age? Well, maybe.
Confused.
I decided not to tell him anything about my unrealistic sexual experience with the beautiful mistress. That's probably a good choice, honestly. Strong alcohol runs through my body. I feel the alcohol coursing through my body like blood, giving me power. I am Alcohol Man. This is my blessing. This is my curse. Drawing me into a chaotic condition, Kusayama seemed to be intoxicated too. Swaying his body,
You just don't notice?
he uttered indistinctly in a low voice, with odor of Lieu de Cologne and liquor hanging in the air. The scenery went round and round around me. That's what I remember. From then on, I don't remember anything. Although when I woke up, my ass hurted for some reason. I don't get that. Alright, we've gone over 50 minutes once again, I think. But we're going to cut off the video here, and perhaps, just by the grace of God, maybe we'll record. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, folks. I'll see you in a bit, hopefully. If not, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Alright. Kiss, kiss.